Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How you doing? I am doing just fine. We just got our second vaccine shot today. Arm's a little sore, starting to get a little bit of a headache. They say that you should get a little bit of a reaction because that means that, the antibodies are working. So they're hoping that you do get some kind of reaction. And before we left, I took I took two Advil and a Tylenol, and we got our shot really early this morning. And it's freezing cold here. It's 32 degrees right now, y'all, and it's going to get colder. But anyway, when we got there, they said, only take Tylenol. And I'm like, I just took two Advil. I took two Advil and one Tylenol. And they're like, well, don't take any more because we want you to have a reaction. We want your body to be fighting. So, you want to have that antibody reaction. So I'm like, okay, I'll only take Tylenol if I start to feel bad. I do have a little bit of a headache. I'm going to go ahead and do a little reading today, though. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Like I said, it is so cold here. Y'all remember I was bragging and talking about it was 70 degrees. We had our windows open and everything. It was gorgeous. My trees started blooming. My mountain laurel smells so good. Sweet tarts, delicious. Want to go outside and eat some flowers, They smell so good. I could smell them with the windows open. I could smell the, fragrance coming in. They're all frozen. The trees are iced over. They're just full of ice. Here, we don't get a lot of snow or anything like that. We rarely get any snow like that, but it was raining and sleeting all day yesterday. So I thought today when we got out in the car that we were going to hit a lot of ice or something, but it was all gone. Everything dried up, but it's colder than heck. And it's going to get colder. They say by Monday it's going to be 8 degrees. It keeps going down lower and lower. I'm like, 8 degrees. I have never been in 8-degree weather, never. So I'm going to let y'all know how that feels. I'm sure it's going to be real cold. My hair's all sticking up, isn't it? I don't know. Well, I'm a mess because, that's me. I've done a couple of readings today and done some work and stuff. And I just thought I'd pop my head in and tell y'all everything's well. Everything went well with the shot and all. I just have a little bit of a headache, but I can't really tell if it's just allergies. I've had a lot of allergies and sinus headaches lately, or if it's part of what's going on here. Anyway, are y'all watching the impeachment? Oh my gosh. I watched a little bit of it today. I've been out all day long because it's a long ways to go into San Antonio and get that shot and come back. We did a couple of pit stops too, so I haven't really watched any of the hearing. I turned it on for maybe 10 minutes and I was listening to Trump's attorneys, and they're trying to say how it's freedom of speech. He can say any damn thing he wants. That's freedom of speech. And why would you want to cut off our president? What do our president can say anything he wants. Basically, that's the whole thing. They shouldn't have taken it that way. Fighting doesn't mean to go fight. It just means to fight for what you believe in. You know what I mean? They're trying to say like everybody tells their constituents to go fight. That's their premise. They're not saying he didn't do it. They're saying he didn't mean it that way. Although he knew, he fed them. He knew what kind of people they were and what mob they were. Remember y'all heard about that truck, that caravan that took over some of Biden's people on I-35, and it was right here. It was less than 30 minutes from my house that happened. That truck caravan overtook those people. They ended up not even going and doing their rally. They canceled it because those people, they hit them with the car and everything and intimidated them so much they didn't even have the rally. So, yeah, and he put that fight song on, and showed the picture of them, following them down I-35 and intimidating them. And Trump put the fight song on and put it on his Twitter. Twitter got real quiet since he left, y'all. I'm on Twitter and I go there all the time. And, when you go there and you see all these people saying things back and forth to him and all, and it's all gone. It's all gone. So it's all quiet down. It's not as exciting as it used to be. I have some cards here. Anyway, I want to tell y'all an update on my kitty. She's not here right now. She was asleep on the bed. She woke me up this morning at like 10 minutes till 5. She's been getting up earlier and earlier, little stink. And, well, she woke me up actually a little bit before that. And I said, it's not even 5 o'clock. I'm not feeding you. She licks me. Y'all can't see it, but she tries to open my eyes and she pulls my eyelid and she clawed me right in the eye right there because she paused my eyes open. So she hooked me there. I cut her nails last night while she's asleep. I get the nail cutter and cut her nails off. So hopefully she won't hook me again because they get real sharp. Anyway, so it was 10 till 5. I said, fine, let me just go feed her, let her eat, maybe she'll leave me alone. I never go back to sleep. My husband, he got up at 6 o'clock and made coffee, which he never does. And I fell back to sleep for a change. And he woke me up this morning. He's like, the way he wakes you up, he flips the light on and says, are you going to get up? And when I wake him up, if we have somewhere to go, I'll bring a cup of coffee to the room and I'll rub his back and I'll say, honey, are you going to get up? And he flips the light on and tells me, get up. I was grumpy this morning, y'all. I don't like to be woken up. I'm nicer to the cat than I was to him. Oh, another thing about the cat, she's so funny. So I like to wash my dishes by hand because it's just me and my husband that eats. My daughter rarely eats with us, so it's just 2 plates when I wash up and maybe a pan, so I don't have a lot of stuff to wash. I don't want to use my dishwasher all the time because I would have to wait days for it to fill up and even turn it on. So I just wash them by hand, and I have a little dish strainer in the next sink compartment. And I have one of those dish strainers, that little, it's not a dish strainer, it's like a towel, a dish pad, draining pad to soak up the water. And if I have something big, I'll put it on there. Well, that cat thinks that is her pad to sit on. She thinks when I'm cooking dinner or if I'm washing dishes, that's her pad to sit on. And I think, oh, gross, you're sitting on where I want to drain my, pots and pans. So I'd wash that and put it away. And I ordered me this big dish strainer. It's a 2-story dish strainer. I have to put a picture up of her. And my husband built it. He put it together. I ordered it through eBay and he put it all together last night and he put it over there and we washed up some dishes and we put it on there. I still have my pad there, but I'm not putting any dishes really there. I'm putting them inside the dish strainer. So I don't care if she sits on it because I'm not going to put nothing on there. So this morning, what do I find? She is inside the dish strainer, inside there. It's 2-story, and she's gotten inside there with all the dishes and she's hiding in there. She thinks it's her little house. I'm like, oh my God. And I have chased her out of there several times today. She thinks it's funny. She doesn't care. Whatever she wants to do, she does it. So she's hilarious. I hope she'll stay out of it. I sprayed her with water quite a few times. She just runs away from the water. And then when I go away, she runs and gets back in the dish strainer, She likes to be in little enclosed places. And I have lots of toys for her. I bought her lots of toys that have little enclosures to go in, and she's got her tower. It's got 2 enclosures on it. She don't need to get into my dish strainer, but I have a picture of her sitting in there. It looks so funny. It looks so cute. But she's naughty. She's very, very naughty. All right. So anyway, that's my kitty. Maybe I'll be able to put a picture up. I can put a picture up of her being naughty. She's growing really fast, y'all. She's getting big. And she's actually getting a lot of hair. She's getting to be very furry. She's very sweet and cute. But, she hissed at me the other day. I picked her up. I don't know what I was going to do. I picked her up. I think I was going to bring her in the bedroom. We were going to bed, and I picked her up. Sometimes she comes with me wherever I go. So I figured I'll just carry her, and I picked her up, and she hissed at me. I was like, fine, you can walk. I put her down. I couldn't believe it. Little stinker. All right, let's take a look at this impeachment of Trump. Do y'all think those senators are going to vote to have him impeached? The news is saying they're not gonna. There's only a few people, but let's take a look at it. It's amazing. I mean, amazing. These Republicans won't take a look at him, won't do anything. It's just amazing. I can't even fathom where their mind is, what they're thinking. Why aren't they holding up our Constitution? They made an oath. What about the people? What about the law? So let's take a look at it. Let's see what the Senate's going to do. They say they might this weekend. They might even, have a vote this weekend. They might be done. For all I know, they're done now. I don't know. I haven't turned on the TVs in a few hours now. Let's see. I'm thinking about getting me another camera, y'all, so y'all can maybe see my cards laying out here. It's going to be one way or the other. Either you see the cards or you see me. Let's see. All right. So let's see if he's going to be impeached. Will the Senate impeach him is what I want to know. So the first card I pull is the Two of Wands. The world is watching the Senate make their decision. The world is watching them. So it's not just the United States, it's not just their constituents, it's the whole world. The whole world is looking at us. And if they don't impeach him, what does that say about the United States, The Lover's card, this is the next card. It's like these senators have fatal attraction for Donald Trump. That's what this is all about, fatal attraction. You know what I mean? They're so chained up to him, they can't make any decision against him. They will go down with him, basically. That's what I feel like it's going to come to. The next card is the Wheel of Fortune. Fortunes are going to change, y'all, because of this vote, because of it. And they think that because of this vote, I'm going to stick behind Trump and that's going to keep me in office. But I think it's going to backfire on them. It's going to all backfire. So you know, their fortune is going to change because of what they're doing. This is the Four of Swords. Basically, most of them would rather do nothing. They want to do absolutely nothing. They don't even want to listen to this impeachment. You know what I mean? They wish they weren't even here. So they're basically, a lot of them aren't going to do anything. They're not even paying attention to what, the attorneys are saying on either side. It's so sad because, and then some of them, I forget, there's three of the attorneys that went and colluded with Trump's attorneys, and you know, they're supposed to be judging Trump, not colluding with his attorneys. It's just disgusting. It's just, I feel disgusted by it. Eight of Pentacles. Um, they're more worried about building their own career, their own success, fulfilling their own goals and, than their constitutional oath. They're worried about themselves, basically. They're just, wanting to build their own selves up. They're worried about themselves. That's it. That's the whole 9 yards. I want to stay in office. I want to be reelected. I want to keep my seat. They want to build themselves up. They want to build their own career, and they don't care about any oath that they've taken. It's really sad. Really, really, really sad. The Empress card. Again, they're not listening to their own instincts, and their gut, their intuition, because they know what is the right thing to do. They know it. They don't have to even have, the managers out there telling them what Trump did. They know what Trump did. They know between right and wrong. They were there. They feared for their lives. You know what I mean? But they're siding with Trump, and it's going to erode their power, and they're going to be sent down a different path because they are not listening to their own intuition. That's what the mother is about, the Empress, and it's going to send them down a bad path. So I feel like doesn't look good for impeachment, put it that way. You know, it doesn't look good. It looks like most of them will vote not to impeach him. And we would say, well, they're afraid of Trump. They're afraid of him tweeting. They're afraid of this. They're not. They're afraid of of losing their seats. They're afraid of losing their own power. They're not afraid of his power. They're afraid of losing their own power. That's it. And it's really sad. It's really, really sad. The United States is in a sad, very sad place right now. Okay, you guys. All right. Well, since I did the live with Joyce, I really enjoyed doing that. And I may do some collaborations with some other readers also, you guys. I've had quite a few contact me. So I may be soon doing my own little thing here. But I'll let you guys know because I have to get all my ducks in a row before I tell everybody what's going on next. So, but you guys are going to see me collaborate with some other readers, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So, okay, guys, y'all have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Stay safe. Wear your mask. Be careful outside. There's, been some very horrible accidents not far from me in Fort Worth. There was 100+ car pileup. I think it's 7 people lost their lives. Did y'all see that 18-wheeler? Didn't even look like they put on the brakes. Just, oh my gosh, just hit all those cars. It's horrific, horrific. So y'all be safe driving out there. There's very bad weather. It's so cold, and there's that black ice. So you guys be very, very careful, okay? Love you so much. Do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you, and I'll talk to y'all real soon. Bye for now. Take care.